All right, guys, here we go. What's up, Mastermind family? Happy Monday. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope nobody's sleepy today. Everybody should be pepped up, refreshed for the week. I see you over there giggling, Amy and Chanel. Let me see who else is laughing at me right now. I'm just kidding. Guys, so tonight, what I really want to do is talk about procrastination, how important it is, because like I said, you are working from home. So it's very important you stay on task and write your stuff down and be motivated every day. I always tell folks, reading books, watching audios is great. It's great short-term inspiration. But today, you should be, with your situation, you should really already be inspired. You shouldn't have to, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to read a book and read audios. Like, you should be motivated by your situation. You know, don't just read a book, do good for that day, or an audio or a YouTube video with Grant Cardone, Gary Vee. Be motivated for that day and then don't do nothing for 2 weeks. You know, we really want to make sure you guys kind of stay on task, write it down. You know, however, I will say Eric Thomas is a great motivator. I do watch him a good bit. I would definitely encourage you to do that if you need a kick in the pants. So, all right, guys. So I want to pull up the presentation. I'm going to do a screen share and pull it up for you guys. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. All right, guys. So I think we got ahead of ourselves. Let me go back here. Ooh. So what I want to talk about first is execution and procrastination, and how both can greatly impact your life for the better or worse. Like, guys, we all know that if you're not executing on a daily basis, you don't have your stuff written down, you're not going to execute. You're just not. That's why it's good to have daily stuff written out, what you're going to do. For example, for tomorrow, if I'm in your guys' shoes, what I would be doing, writing down, shooting a YouTube video, making thumbnails, number 2. Number 3, see, what else do you need to be doing? Learning Power Lead System. You know, you guys got all this time, because some of you guys have a lot of free time. So you guys that are not working a full-time job with kids in that situation, really take advantage of your off time. I do. I'm always trying to learn something. I learned a lot just a little bit ago. My mind's kind of flooded right now. I was out on over hour-long meeting, and just really important we execute and we stay on task, because it's very easy to get distracted or just to like start each day without a plan. And when you do that, you don't have all your ducks in a row. So you're just going to be doing stuff. You know, it's going to take you way longer. It's very, very time consuming doing it that way. It's a whole lot better if you can do things, you know, it's more organized. It's going to reduce your time. You're going to know what to do, when to do it. You can organize things better. So it's very, very important. Okay. Now let's talk about execution. First of all, the carrying out or putting into effect of a plan, order, or course of action. So it's very important you know the definition of execution. When you learn something, you need to apply it immediately. Amanda has spoken before. It's really important for you guys to know that when you learn something, the quicker you can apply it, the more it's going to soak in your brain. Studies have been done on this, so it's very important that you do that. Also, as often as you can to see the results. So obviously, the more often you do it, this is why, like, I get to telling you guys about Learning Power Lead System. When you get in there, learn to make capture pages as often as you can. Sales videos, anything with your skill set that you can learn. YouTube, Anything you want to learn with YouTube, be going into YouTube and learning it. You know, don't just sit around and wait on Amanda to put out, videos, or me to put out videos. Julie, Amy, really kind of take initiative to do these kind of things. And so many online or offline marketers focus on learning, but never focus on applying the skills. And that is a huge problem. And, I can honestly say it was a problem for me in the beginning. I didn't have a mastermind to go to. I didn't have a group of affiliates to really help me. I just thought I could just put together a system and not apply anything, just let the system work, and sales are going to magically just fall from the sky. No advertising, no anything, and that's just not going to happen, not realistically. Okay. So you want to make sure you have a strategy, an execution plan, think, plan, and execute. That's kind of the motto here. Decide what you want to focus on, make a plan of action, and document how often you will work on it. So very important, you have your week planned out, what you're going to work on. I know, and even if things get sidetracked, let's say you have something going at home, it's, just come back the next day and get right back on your plan of action. And you can always make up for it. So very important. And obviously execute's a big one. Execute often, if not working and making revisions on that. Obviously things need to get revised at times. Everybody kind of understand what we're talking about so far? Let me kind of go to chat real quick. Type 1 in chat for getting what I'm saying. Type number 2 in chat if you're actually writing down stuff each week for yourself to do. And don't tell me a story. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding with you. You don't have to put 2. I know most of you guys are doing really good. I'm really proud of you. So all of you are ahead of me. So what I did when I first started. So I'm very proud. We just really want you guys to execute the best you can, because we really want to see you make money quickly. Quickly. That's the name of the game. We don't want you making money 6 months, 2 years from now. We want it to be soon. Okay, so what exactly are you executing? Okay, what have you learned? Okay, obviously that's what you need to ask yourself, and then you need to write down the strategies that are being taught. When you feel you will do a 2-week plan of action, double it. With videos, for instance, let's say you plan to do 2 weeks of videos, double that. When you're in a good place, or let's say you get more downtime 1 week than normal, try to double the amount of production you do. Your time is very key. That's why I've talked to you guys about it's going to be a sacrifice. You're going to have to literally, if you want to do it 2 to 3 hours a day, it needs to be 2 to 3 hours a day of focus, not, and which, I know a lot of you guys have kids, and that's not exactly the way it's going to go for some of you. I know you have kids coming in and out of the room, but you kind of understand what I'm getting at. And let's talk about procrastination, which is the act of delaying or postponing something. This is very huge, guys, if you're going to work from home. You've got to learn to get out of that, If you procrastinate, it's going to be really hard for you to leave your job and work from home if you're one of those delaying and putting off stuff. And I know we got some people here that are procrastinators, and hey, I was too. I'd be lying if I didn't say every once in a while I wake up, especially after I work off, and I'm like, ugh, I'm drained today. I don't feel like doing a whole lot. That's a normal human feeling. However, if you're going to be a leader, you've got people under you, you got to get up and get stuff done. Very, very critical that you know that, because as you guys get people, and like I said, we're going to be sending people for one of our streams. You guys are going to be in charge of them, okay? So it's going to be very important that you, delay procrastination. Get up each day and get your stuff done, whether it's before work or after work. I always say, like when I'm on a 90-day blitz, and what I've done is, like I told Amanda the other day, caffeine becomes my best friend on days I work. A lot of the hangouts I do is after I get off work some days. So when I get home, hey, I'm on some caffeine. When y'all see me, I'm amped up because I like to be in the best place I can be for you guys, and that's the way you'll want to kind of view things as you become leaders and sponsors, because the faster you can get your people to be motivated, take action, the more money you're going to make, but also their lives are going to be changed because of it. Once you're able to teach them to make money, they'll be with you the rest of your life. I promise you. I just got a testimonial yesterday from a person from me that she actually tagged me, but I had my settings turned off for tagging, and literally brought tears to my eyes for her thanking me. She is literally, I know I've talked about her before. I'm going to try to get her on here, but you know, but she, we had some words about procrastination when we first got together a year and a half ago, but she's took action. She really got in, learned that it does take work. It doesn't take a lot of work. She works full time, has a little girl, does it all by herself. Okay, so if she can do it and she's getting weekly sales plural. So I know all of you can do it. So really just kind of want to bring that to your attention. And procrastination, like she shows right here, it kills your dreams. You cannot, if you need to find a way to be motivated. You should be motivated with your situations. When you see the money that's out here and online, that should motivate you. When you see the lives that can be changed with this industry and business, that should motivate you. When you see what Amanda Ray made last year, that should motivate you. Amanda Ray has only been online 3 years. I made $500,000 last year. That should motivates me. I can tell you that. I hope it motivates you guys. So, because all you guys can do that. I'm serious. Do not think you can't get there. I don't care what your age, background. I don't care. All of you can do that. And why do we procrastinate? It's kind of like, why do we do that? Like I said, a lot of it's, some of it's fears, some of it's laziness. A lot of it's like it shows right here, we're afraid of failing. It's the thing about it is, guys, in order to win, and I had to learn this too. I kind of talked briefly about me losing a lot of money. And unfortunately, I've lost money not only in companies, paying for coaching, joint ventures go wrong. You just can't be afraid of failure, because with each failure you learn, and you really are getting that much closer to succeeding. I promise you. Even when it don't look like it, you are. Okay? So I know a lot of you guys are afraid of being imperfect, or you're overwhelmed. You're definitely going to be probably feeling overwhelmed, especially with what we're doing here with this mastermind. So, and as we go forward, you guys are learning a lot. I know if you saw the video over the weekend that she posted, really, really important that you guys stay with those videos and are seeing, seeing what she's putting out. And I don't know if everybody's going in and seeing those videos, but you need to really get in chat and be watching those. Let me check out chat. David, digital man. I can't write. Hey, don't feel bad. I write like chicken scratch. I can write some down. I was taking notes earlier, and I'll show you that. I was going to show it to you. I'll show you my chicken scratch later, how I write, but don't feel bad, David. I'm horrible. Yeah, Lenise, several times. Well, you don't have to do it several times a day, but I would do it weekly, and then if you got to revise, you can do so. Okay, good job, Cheryl. Yeah, Derek, that's a big thing, man. We're all guilty of wanting to be perfect. Like I said, it took me a long time to get to where it took me 4 years before I had a good year. So, you guys should be able to do it way sooner. And the good thing is you're under a great group of mentors, great leaders. We have a group here. We have a way for you already to make money. So you guys are so far ahead of the game versus people that's been in here for years. I hope you realize that. Like, you're so far ahead of any other group, any other industry that's ever been done. We're the only ones doing the product testing like we are, leveraging it with programs. So this is definitely a first of its kind, the way we're leveraging and positioning everything. And it's so game changing. I can't stress that enough. Okay. So how to overcome procrastination and laziness. Obviously, if you want to overcome procrastination, you want to sleep with motivation, speak positivity to yourself. And if you saw my post I did last week, and I talked about how words impact, you got to really keep yourself and do what you need to do to keep yourself in a positive state of mind. You know, if you have a bad day, and we all have bad days, Amanda tell you, me and her both, we have bad days, and we'll talk to each other. I mean, you know, bad days happen, you know, whether it's online or offline. You just want to keep yourself in a positive mindset. Very important. When I'm having a bad day or something goes wrong, you know, I have my own people I go to. Like I said, Eric Thomas, Grant. I'm a big Grant Cardone guy. I'm big with people that came from nothing and made something out of themselves. So that's kind of the entrepreneurs I look up to. I can't really, I don't really follow the guys that already had some money and stuff like that, because they're not coming from where I'm coming from. So that's why I follow folks that were at the bottom like I was. So become more self-aware. It's very important that you have self-awareness. You know, like for instance, when you're dealing with a sponsor, guys, and you guys are going to get this from folks, that you have to make sure that they're self-aware, that you're not there to literally spoon feed them on everything. Okay, you're there to help them, guide them, give them all the training, but they have to actually go in and implement the training. You know, that's what I try to get you guys to do a lot. You know, that's really important that, you know, we become self-aware of where we're at, admit our mistakes, what we're not doing, and become better versions of ourselves. Very important. Yeah, Julie, it sure does. So Julie says imperfect action does a whole lot more than no action. That's definitely true. That's why I tell you guys, mess up. Don't be afraid to learn anything on here. I tell you guys all the time, like the quicker you can learn your skill set, mess up, be aggravated, the quicker you're going to get to those good points, good days, less of a learning curve. Really, the more action you take and learning everything, even if you're messing up, the quicker you're getting past your learning curve, the quicker you're becoming a leader. That's what leadership is. So it's part of it. So you want to block out your distractions. Very important. Negative people will really literally kill your growth. I know a lot of you probably are dealing with it now. Negative family members, friends, or whatever. I'll tell you, the best thing to do is not even tell them. You know, that's what I always tell everybody, not to even tell anybody until you get major income coming in. I wouldn't even say anything about what you're doing. You know, so you want to embrace imperfection and make yourself a date. You know, I'm guessing she's talking about making yourself a date to write down all your steps. But it's very important to block out distractions. That's a big one with me. And to have self-awareness to know where you're failing at. You know, very important. What do I always say? I love this one. You guys know that. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So last but not least, stay connected with like-minded people. Okay? Extremely important. Extremely important. I'm fixing to stop the screen share because I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. All right, guys. So this, I love talking about this. I'm glad that she put that as the last picture of the presentation. So important that you guys get that. Being around this industry made me 20-something thousand in profit on an investment in 2017. When you're in this industry, you learn the different investments and programs before the masses ever see them. Being in this industry, you cannot help at some point to start making money. You just can't help it. I mean, this is the most powerful thing, industry that you can possibly be a part of. I'm talking about it from passion because I know, and I'm glad I never quit. Because like I told you guys, I've been vulnerable and telling you, like I wanted to quit when I lost thousands of dollars. I think that was 2015. You know, trusting a guy. I mean, I'd be lying. It drained my savings, and I could have quit. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you if I had to do some soul searching for a week. But staying in this industry, I knew I would become successful, and I knew it was only a matter of time because each time I failed, whether it would be in a program that got shut down, because like I told you, I was getting in. Back in the day, there were rev share programs, and me and Amanda have spoken on that. You know, those would shut down, and there were bad programs to be in. But a lot of marketers did get their careers launched off their programs. So I can't really call it 100% completely negative because it did work for some people, even though, they're always going to get shut down. But just to kind of let you know, like, guys, this is the most powerful time to be alive, and it really is. These programs, just today I was on a meeting, being around this industry and being around like-minded people. I have a friend of mine. So, like a lot of you guys know, I had to take off most of 2018 because of family incident and 2 guys retiring at my job. Okay. So I was able to still help my team. That's why I was still able to make some income every week while I was out. And my mom had cancer. I told you guys all the spill. But to make a long story short, I met a gentleman that was in my econ. Neither one of us are doing it anymore. We didn't know my econ was one of those that has was going to be changing comp plans every month. So just what didn't really identify me. Plus, it was more of an MLM. And I'm not talking anything bad about my econ. It's a great program. It has great products. It's real low ticket, and nothing wrong with it. But I was able to meet him. We both left it doing other things, and I stayed in touch and just got off a meeting with him before I started this. And I found an investment platform to roll like your 401ks, stuff like that into. It's FDIC backed and all that. And you can make 20 to 30% depending on your investment. This is FDIC backed. And these are the type of connections that you make being around this industry and just meeting people and being around for years. Leaders will tell you about these programs and like I said, a lot of this stuff you'll get as you go along, build relationships. You'll learn about this stuff before it ever even comes out to the masses, Like this platform is coming out to the masses later on that I had a meeting with the gentleman earlier, but it's probably a year or 2 away from that happening. And I just kind of want you to know, like I said, 2017, really should have made way over. I think I made 25,000 or 24,000 in total profit after my taxes, just on cryptocurrency investment. Now, I should have made 3 times that, but I waited till the market crashed down before I pulled out. Well, I didn't pull out, but I'm a long-term investor, but I did pull out some. But I'm just kind of letting you know, I pulled out my profit. So I just kind of want to let you know that's, the whole point of being connected when you make these relationships, and you guys like in this mastermind you want to stay connected to each other because some of these people I already know are going to have long careers. So you're going to want to be on their good side and stay connected to them. Very, very important that you do that, because you just never know when you're going to want to work with them, need them for something else down the road. Okay. And people that show you and that help you make money, even if you don't agree with everything, if I can give you some advice, never bite a hand that helps feed you. Okay. Always show respect to them. Like I show respect to all the couple mentors that, I've watched, even though they only gave out general information, I still give them shout out from time to time because, like I said, there was that training that Frank Calabro had in 2014 really impacted me. Had I really took action, did what I was supposed to back then, I would be a 7-figure earner easily right now. No doubt. So I just didn't know how powerful it was. Even though he doesn't teach in depth, he had a great training there. on that one particular advertising method. So let me go to chat and kind of see. Yeah, mistakes are for learning, Julie. Yeah, meditation. I've never done it, but I hear good things about it, Olivia. Lion. There you go, David. Lion's mentality. That's it. Don't make. Oh, okay. Don't make you mad, huh? All right, all right. So yeah, so guys, so that's pretty much what I wanted to let you guys know. And man, it is so key to be a relationship. That's what this industry is about. It's more than just, yeah, we're doing great offers. We're going to make a lot of money, but we can really, you guys will get firsthand knowledge of investments, stuff like that, to better grow your wealth, which is like huge, man. I didn't even know this, being in this industry, how much it would really impact. And you guys won't get it until you're around for several years. After 2-3 years, like Amanda's built a lot of connections in her 3 years, way more than I had. And I've got some good ones, but I've really only built a lot of good ones over the last couple of years. You know, she's built them straight, and she's got a lot of good ones. So that's why it's really important to connect with people like us that always going to be on top of everything, always going to know what investments to make, programs to get in. And you guys will meet other people and form your own relationships and stuff like that. So really important. Anybody got any questions about this presentation tonight and anything I've talked about? No problem, Cheryl. Looks like nobody has any questions. All right. All right. All right, guys. All right. So I guess we'll wrap this up. I don't want to keep you too long. We're going to go through the presentation. So now you guys, like I said, you know now to write down your goals, write down your to-do things. If you need to revise them, I do it once a week. Write down your stuff and revise as you go. Lori, you better not miss. I'm going to spank you for that. You just have to get the recording. Yeah, Deotis too. Yeah, very, very much. Very much. That's very important, Deotis. Olivia, you're still not improved? Okay. I didn't know. I thought you've already been improved already. Okay. Well, we'll check that. We'll get you approved. Now, I just want to let, I'll go over that after the recording. But, all right, guys. So if nobody has any more questions, I'm going to wrap this up. Go Cubs and go Warriors. Just kind of let y'all know. Appreciate that, Lanice. Always. So, like I said, guys, hopefully we'll get the level rewards. Maybe, hopefully we'll get that going here in the next day or two and have Julie and Amy really stressed out so we can really introduce them. I'm just kidding. We will be really busy. I'm not gonna lie with that many ads going at one time, but we'll wrap this up, guys. Hope you enjoyed this presentation tonight. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Some of you guys kind of stay after for a minute. You guys, I want to talk to you for just a few minutes. And we'll wrap this up, guys. You guys have a good rest of your Monday night. Take care.